So, another one bites the dust. Another person has died trying to cross the English Channel. Look, it is unfortunate. It sucks. Guess a personal responsibility though. Like at the end of the day, it is a dangerous shipping lane. Incredibly cold water. It's really bad. Like it's not the Med. It's a really bad strip of water. High currents as well, and they shouldn't be doing it. So it is what it is. Another person's dead, and this is just indicative of the overall problem that we have, and why the government. Not only the fact that we don't want them here, but another reason why the government should sort it out and stop giving them benefits and all full board 5-star hotels to live in, because they're going to keep coming otherwise. Almost 900 people crossed on Saturday. 900. Each of them has a dollar value to their name, and I think it's somewhere in the region. I can't remember the amount, but it's like it's. I think it's quoted to be something like 450 grand for their entire life or something stupid like that. Yeah, but that doesn't sound right. That sounds really small, to be fair, by comparison to what
that they will cost the state. You mean?
Yeah. I think that's too small. I think it's more than that. But I don't know. Whatever. This is ridiculous. Obviously they want it. Obviously it's an invasion, and they keep. I mean, look, for starters, this image. I'm a bit all over the place with this, but. That's my mentality on this. I am all over the place with it. I'm just sick to death of it. But this image, how can you print this image without making people want to laugh? They're just walking. They're standing up. They're standing in that water. Oh, someone's died trying to cross the channel. Well, they didn't die there, did they? What dumb image to use.
Yeah.
They got a chance to turn back. It's their choice. They could just turn back. They could just not do it. Whatever.
And what an insane thing to take very, very small children to try and do that. Like the irresponsibility of the parents to do that. Like a few years ago when there was the iconic image, we're told it's iconic, of a little toddler washed up on a Mediterranean beach.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else then. The recent images.
No, there was an image a few years back where a dead little toddler washed up on a beach, and like somehow to guilt Europe into having infinite bomb aliens. It was like, well, no, what about the goddamn parents? What about them? No mention of their responsibility, none. Same goes with the southern border in the United States. People drown, even children drown crossing like the Rio Grande or whatever. And it's always, aren't we, the United States, an evil country for allowing such a thing to happen? Well, no. How about the adults, the responsible adult or the parent or whoever that tried to do this extremely dangerous thing with a small child or a baby even? The kid in the little kid in that image looked like it's a baby. What are you doing? When I saw its little foot, the tiny little socked foot right next to the freezing. I know it's September, but the freezing English Channel is freezing. That kid could get dangerously cold as soon as it gets wet. What are they doing?
I think really important to note as well, anyone watching this that isn't familiar, is actually barely any women and children do cross the channel. Just to throw it out there, because they will try and guilt trip you. I mean, this one alone, right? I mean, this is actually quite a miracle. Well, not a miracle. It's a statistical unlikelihood. So they say that the latest death comes after 2 Somali women died when their makeshift boat got into difficulty on Saturday. So, well, that's very rare because there's barely any women that do try and cross the channel. So actually, that's like unfortunate that, again, because very few people do die when they cross, the channel themselves. Or typically they'll sort of pop their raft when they see the Coast Guard or the RNLI and things like that. There's not that many deaths that happen. There's really not. And so it's unfortunate that even when there are, it's women themselves. So that's quite rare. But apparently, because they don't know the age or nationality of the person that died recently, they're saying that it was a young adult. Well, there's like full-grown men that claim they're 16. So I don't know. We've got a warped sense of age at the moment. So I'm not buying that anyway, to be fair.
And as harsh as it sounds, like we're being invaded. These people do rapes and murders and violent crime and organized crime of every stripe. Like we haven't got, most people, a lot of people now haven't got all that much sympathy. If you remember, maybe a year ago, maybe 2, there was a boat that sank and quite a few people died. I can't remember exactly how many, 10 or 20 died. And, you know, in the normal course of events, back when I was young, that sort of thing would actually be like a really bad tragedy, and it'd be remembered among some of the worst tragedies that have happened in recent decades. But this one, there was a little like candlelit vigil by some bleeding hearts on like Dover Beach or something for like one day, one evening, and that's it. And that's it. No one ever talks about it again. The mainstream media don't talk about it again. People on the right don't talk about it again. People on the left don't talk about it again. It was just like, yeah, some invading people tried to come across. They got into troubles in a really, really difficult part of the sea, like the English Channel. Yeah, it's not that wide, but it's pretty serious stretch of water, to be honest. In bad weather, really serious. So they died. They were trying to do an illegal thing, and they died.
Yeah, I mean,
what else do you want? What else do you want from us now? What else do you want?
Yeah, I mean, look, you know, I'll probably, I will sound really callous. I just don't care anymore. I just don't, because the British people have said we don't want them here. They need to do something about it. It's the governments that have not done anything about it. It's not the British people. The British people have said you need to stop these people coming here, stop them getting in the boats. We've paid the French like well over £500 million to stop them getting on boats, and they haven't done anything. The British people have done their part. They've done their part. They've housed numerous murderers and rapists. They've paid for them, and will continue paying for them until someone gets in power that will just deport them all. We've done our part. We're still doing our part. We've done enough. Like, the sympathy's dried up now. Not a lot of people care anymore because we have told our politicians to get this fixed, and they haven't. The blood is not on our hands, so the sympathy is kind of gone now. Like, I don't have any sympathy anymore. Again, you know, when it's adults dragging their children, yeah, I've got some sympathy for that. Like, the children don't have autonomy. They don't have, you know, they can't, they don't have the self-determination, you know, the sort of cognition for self-determination. They're not able to do things right without their parents. So I have sympathy for them, absolutely. But that's kind of it. And that's rare.
Yeah, really is rare. I didn't even hear of that story recently about 2 Somali women in their makeshift boat. Well, they knew the risks, though. Like, yeah, as you say, yeah, the children that haven't got autonomy, yeah, complete sympathy for them, complete. But they're extremely, extremely rare. It basically isn't hardly any children. And yeah, as for these 2 Somali women, for example, it's like, I mean, we moan about the RNLI saving people out of the water. We moan about Border Force or the Coast Guard, or it's mainly the RNLI. Well, you can't have it both ways. People like us, we can't have it both ways. So to give the RNLI credit, at least, is they do prevent the numbers from people just drowning in the channel from being much, much, much higher. Right? If it weren't for them, the body count, the channel will have claimed many, many, many more lives. So as annoying and frustrating that it is that they're facilitating our invasion, also though credit for saving lives in some instances, absolutely. So the point is, what I'm trying to say is that if you try and cross the channel in a makeshift boat and drown, it's not because we didn't try to save your life. Actually, we will have if we could have, we would have saved your life, regardless of what crime you're committing in doing that in the first place. Completely regardless, we would still attempt, in fact, go to quite great lengths, quite expensive lengths, to see you not drown. So if you still drowned, it's like what could, again, it's the same thing. What do you want from us though now? What more could we possibly do? There isn't really much more we could possibly do. There's no way a British vessel just watches people drown in the English Channel. We don't do that. So
Yeah, it's mad. It's mad. And what's annoying here is, despite the steady increase in French resources to prevent perilous crossings, with substantial financial support from the UK, there are no signs the attempts are slowing down. Yeah, because they don't want them to. We've done our bit. The British public have done our bit. At the end of the day, politicians have got to sort this out. Like, sympathy's gone. No amount of deaths, I think, will make people want these people here anymore. The English people don't want these people here. The death's kind of irrelevant at this point. Is what it is.
Again, most people that are already against this policy, most people that don't want these illegal boat migrants to be flooding their cities and working illegally and be involved in all sorts of crime. Hardly any of those people will see the headline, "One young adult has died in the Channel crossing attempt," and suddenly go, "Oh no, you may as well just continue flooding my country with endless bomb aliens then." Like, no one's thinking that. No one's doing that. Obviously our current government have got no intention of stopping this in any way. The only hope is, I mean, if 50,000 have crossed in the last year, and we've got another 4 years, all right, so another 200,000 people, just cram them in. Just make every city have massive illegal immigration ghettos. Every little town and hamlet and village got its own gang of Somalians or whatever. And then, hopefully, Nigel Farage will sort it all out and deport them all. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good.